Welcome. In this question, we have to solve the question based on the Phillips curve. So, what is given is the employment status and the quantity. We have to find out the natural rate of unemployment and the actual rate of unemployment. So, how do we do so? Natural rate of unemployment would include the structural as well as the frictional. However, actual rate of unemployment would include structural plus frictional plus cyclic. So here we have the three values. For the first case natural, we have 500 plus 700, that gives me 1200. For the second case is the actual, so it's 500 plus 700 plus 300, that gives me 1500. Now I have to find the rate of unemployment. So rate of unemployment would be how much? The total number of unemployed divided by the labor force. Now there are 5,000 people who are not in the labor force. The labor force actually includes the employed plus the unemployed. So here it is 10,000 plus 3,500 plus 1,500. So that is 10,000 plus 3,500 plus 1,500, that makes it 15,000. So the labor force is 15,000. Now, since the labor force is 15,000, what is the percentage of natural rate of unemployment? So, natural rate of unemployment would be 1200 divided by 15,000 into 100. That is the natural rate for unemployment. And the actual rate for unemployment is 1500 divided by 15,000 into 100, that gives it 10%, and the natural rate is 8%. Solving this. Now, the part of this question says, first part was solving the natural rate of unemployment and the actual rate of unemployment, that we already did. The percentage we have already calculated. Now the next is it a recessionary gap or an inflationary gap? Now since we know that the actual rate of unemployment is greater than the natural rate of unemployment, 10% more than 8%, this is a recessionary gap. So what kind of gap it is? It is a recessionary gap. And the next question is finding out a short run and a long run Phillips curve. So I draw here the short run Phillips curve. This is inflation versus unemployment, and on this I have this value, which is the natural rate of unemployment, which overlaps with the long run Phillips curve. So this is the short run Phillips curve. This is 8%. However, where is the actual rate? The actual rate is beyond this value, which is 10%, and therefore this shows a recessionary gap. Clear? So we have attempted all the parts of the question for this FRQ. One part was calculating the natural rate of unemployment and the actual rate of unemployment. The second part was finding whether it is a recessionary or an inflationary gap. And the third part was understanding and drawing a Phillips curve based on the given data. So based on the given data, the full employment is 8%. However, the actual rate of unemployment is 10%, which is beyond the natural rate, and therefore this is the curve that we would get here. So this was one of the the FRQs that is based on Phillips curve. We'll be discussing many interesting FRQs for your AP Macro and Microeconomics. Stay tuned.